that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defense.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. D'Angelo Russell out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Walden. Then it's Carl Anthony Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4 spot. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair.
For a franchise searching for stability, it doesn't help that the Wolves have had a number of head coaching changes.
Obviously, the Wolves.
The pass to LeBron. Back to Ball. 5 to shoot. To the paint. That's good from Howard, and the assist by Ball.
Boy, guys, the powerful physical frame of Dwight Howard, so problematic for a defense.
Down low. Towns is doubled. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's James. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. And there's the foul. It's on Mr. Fundamentals. That's his first foul. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hernan Gomez trying to break free. Towns. First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Davis. Back to Ball. Walden with the steal. Pass to Beasley. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a handoff.
The pass to LeBron. Back to Ball. And stolen by Russell. A 3 from AW. It's hauled in by LeBron.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. In the middle of the season, Doris, some teams now just beginning to find their stride, their rhythm. How do they now maintain it?
Yeah, I think at this point of the year, you've established your rotation. Players know when they're going to come in, when they might be subbed out. I think it's about sort of finding, keeping, and maintaining that rhythm and execution that should be very, very well ingrained in your guys' habits.
I know you've played this way, but when you know your role, when you know the minutes and the rhythm, as we were just talking about, I think for a player that's huge. Am I correct?
You are. Know your role and star in your role.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles, fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Now, here's Ball. He had 40 points in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland. Well, a look here at Axel Walden, kid they call AW. Lots to like about his game, Greg.
Well, the Wolves took him with the 11th overall, and I was surprised he didn't go higher. It is rare to find a player with the upside that Walden has, and if he pans out, it could be a huge boom for Minnesota.
It's tipped. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Outside, Walden. And the rejection by LeBron.
Don't bring that weak stuff in here. LeBron always on the prowl to send shots back with force.
And he makes that one.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Towns. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Russell with it. Now Green defending. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Los Angeles leading by 3. Ball with it. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws here tonight. That's good from Ball. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Markieff Morris comes in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Green. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Omari Spellman has come in for Hernangomez. Turner comes in for Walden. Okogie's checked in for Malik Beasley. And Culver's subbed in for D'Angelo Russell.
That was
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
The Lakers making a switch here. Waiters is checked in. Now we get a chance to check out the standings. Team swap here for the Lakers. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Walden comes in for Evan Turner. Beasley's checked in for Josh Okogie. And it's Russell in for Culver. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You take a look at Towns. He has a huge vote total right now. Number 3, in fact, among Western Conference players.
And looking more and more like he'll be a starter. And that's really a tribute to the work he's put in this season. He's earned each and every one of those votes.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, you've got Russell, also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Hernangomez in at the power forward position. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, it's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling. And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. Beasley kicks to Walden. With the shot. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Russell against Ball. Off with the layup.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
A 3 from A.W. A three-pointer is right on target. Walden's got 5 points so far. Ball against Russell. Ball, the pass to LeBron. Now, here's Ball. 8 points for him. 6 to shoot. And here's Green outside. Spellman with the rebound. Spellman's got his 6th rebound on the night. Beasley. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
And here is Ball. Passes it to LeBron. Back to Ball. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And that's 10 points for Mr. Fundamentals.
And guys, in case you didn't know, Axel Walden and Shea were actually roommates in the summer leading up to the draft. Now they're both in the league and get to square off as competitors.
They are indeed, and you know, Greg, there has to be a little extra motivation for both of them here tonight. They're still good friends, but nothing feels better than a shot right in the face of a friend, right? Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Juan Hernangomez. A lot of competitors in this league, Doris, and you've got to be that way to play at this level. And I know you have a list of competitors that you admire a lot.
It's those guys, Kevin, who have that insatiable desire to win. The guys who absolutely despise losing, who it almost hurts. It's painful physically. Giannis Antetokounmpo is driven to be great. He wants an NBA championship. LeBron James has got multiple titles and continues to pursue greatness. What I love about great NBA players, it's never enough, Kevin.
Now, here is Russell. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Ball, the pass to Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
So it's Minnesota now. After the basket by the Lakers. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Russell. Los Angeles calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Markieff Morris comes in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. And it's Waiters in for Green. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Here's a Kobe. He can't get that one. And it's the Lakers the other way. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in. And this organization sees a lot of potential in Axel Walton. They think, Greg, he could be a big part of their future.
But you love the potential he has. A lengthy forward who moves so well. And this team is hoping that he can make the most of his frame and be a star for them.
And it's Walton missing.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Lakers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And that one misses. Minnesota making a switch here. Good on the second free throw. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Culver. Stolen by Ball. And so that's the end of the first half. Lakers ahead. They lead by 9. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Mr. Fundamentals in this game. He's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look that he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Anthony Davis is out there with Howard. And it's Ball in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Now here's LeBron. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to Ball. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 3 assists now in this one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Russell against James. Pass to Beasley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Howard.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many all-defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And Towns, a player who took a little bit of time adjusting from the college game at Kentucky to the NBA game. especially, Doris, on the defensive end.
I do think you have to appreciate over the last several seasons Karl Anthony Towns' commitment to becoming a better defender. Listen, he has the length to not only block shots, but to alter shots, and you just want him to have consistent effort on that end.
Now, here's Ball. After the miss from Axel Walden, and Davis gets it to go.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
To the inside, Hernan Gomez. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, that's a nice pass from D'Angelo Russell, and to me, this is what you want to see, him growing and growing as a playmaker.
And there's the call on Walden. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. J.R. Smith's checked in for Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Ball. Good substitution now for Minnesota. Omari Spellman has come in for Hernan Gomez. Okogie comes in for Walden. Culver's checked in for Malik Beasley. And it's Turner in for Russell. Now here's Turner. Pass to Culver. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Lays it up and banks it in. Culver's got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
I'll tell you, they come out of the locker room, they are a step slow on the defensive end.
Ball kicks to McGee. Ball, the pass to Green. Back to Ball. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves. His work on the glass was out
there.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Karl Anthony Towns, Culver out there with Turner, and it's Spellman in at the power forward.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Minnesota's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. There's the pass to Turner. Shoots over Ball. Towns wide open. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists tonight. Now Ball. Passes it to James. Now here's Ball. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Kuzma. Clock at 6. A shot. Ball no good.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Time now for an injury report.
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with Minnesota's head athletic trainer. He said that he's got some real pain and tightness in his hamstring. You don't want to hear this news, as most teams are starting to hit their stride. So they're going to miss him while he's recovering from this injury. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Minnesota making some changes. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Omari Spellman. And it's Russell in for Culver. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
Out to Russell. Shoots from the high post. He can't hit that time. And it's the Lakers the other way. And this game is done. They'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And the first one drops. Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Minnesota also making some changes. Walden, he's checked in for Turner. And it's Beasley in for Josh Okogie. Both free throws good from Ball. And Kyle Kuzma, a late pick in the 2017 draft, but he's shown that he's as strong a prospect as any.
Yeah, flew under the radar as a prospect, but came in with a very refined game and was an impact player early on. Has already started to expand his game. Should see an even bigger role as he develops as a player.
And the first one at the line is good.
And really, A.W. is a no-nonsense guy. He speaks what's on his mind, and that kind of honesty is refreshing.
And the Lakers making a change here. Howard's checked in.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Towns against Howard. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. The Lakers with the ball. Minnesota in the lead. And Davis sends it back. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
It's incredible to me, Kevin, how remarkably in tune LeBron is with the movement of his teammates. The guy is a scorer, he's a creator, he's a force to be reckoned with.
And the Timberwolves call time.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Ryan Saunders told his team. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from three. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words what he's able to do on the basketball court?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Russell kicks to Hernan Gomez. Right side Walden. Clock at 4. Over Davis. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Ball no good.
Never easy to stop this guy.